Hey guys, it's Katrina.
And I am Jonathan.
And we're here today to review the new 4K dash cam from VIOFO, the A129Pro Duo. We will share with you a few of the feature highlights of the A129 Pro and see how it compares to other popular VIOFO dash cams, the A129 Duo and the A119 V3.
The A129 Pro Duo is the latest flagship dash cam from VIOFO. VIOFO is a Chinese dash cam and sports camera manufacturer. VIOFO came into the market in 2010 with the A118 and the A118C. Both were very well received and were rated the best bang for your buck dash cam.
The A129 Pro Duo is the high-resolution version of the very successful A129 Duo. VIOFO has kept most of the features found on the A129 Duo, but upgraded the chipset, image sensors, and the lens. The A129 Pro comes in two different versions, the A129 Pro and the A129 Pro Duo. The A129 Pro is a front-only one-channel dash cam, and it comes with the following. If you're looking for the front and rear dash cam setup, the A129 Pro Duo is what you need. It comes with If you are planning on hardwiring the A129 Pro to your vehicle, or to use the parking mode features, you will need a 3-wire hardwiring kit, which is purchased separately. On the surface, the A129 Pro looks identical to the A129, with the same dimensions. The A129 Pro front camera is noticeably heavier, though, because of the built-in cooling system. If you are wondering how the A129 Pro compares to the A119 V3 in terms of size, the A129 Pro is a tad wider and thicker, and by a tad we mean a few millimeters. But just like the A129 Duo or the A119 V3, the A129 Pro Duo comes with a 2-inch high-definition screen.
The main selling feature of the A129 Pro is the 4K Ultra HD, and to achieve that, VIOFO went with the 8.29 megapixel Sony Exmor R IMX317 image sensor and the Novatec 96685 processor. Both the image sensor and the processor are major upgrades from the ones used in the A129 Duo or the A119 V3. The A129 Pro does have a smaller viewing field at 130 degrees. It is 10 degrees less than that of the A129 Duo or the A119 V3. In other words, you're losing about 5 degrees on each side, but in return you get 4 times the video quality. Not a bad trade-off if you ask us. Resolution-wise, if you are using just the front camera, your options are 4K at 30 frames per second or 2K at 60 frames per second. You can also scale it down to Full HD at 60 frames per second or Full HD at 120 frames per second. The rear camera gives you Full HD recording at 30 frames per second, which is the same as the rear camera on the A129 Duo. But if you are running the front and rear camera simultaneously, video quality in the front camera is limited to 30 frames per second. In other words, if you want to capture footage in 2K at 60 FPS or in Full HD at 120 FPS, you will need to disconnect that rear camera. Now let's talk bit rates. With the A129 and the A119, you are limited to just high or low bitrate modes. But with the A129 Pro, you can choose from 4: low, medium, high, and maximum. Just in case you're wondering, here are the bit rates for a 1-minute video in 4K at 30 frames per second. The rear camera records at a bitrate of around 15 megabytes per second.
With the upgraded image sensor and processor and higher bit rates, the video quality from the A129 Pro is excellent. 4K is the highest recording quality offered on the market right now. Even though the A129 Pro does not offer the widest viewing angle, you still get a pretty decent view of the road ahead. And because of the better camera, you do get great shading and color in all lighting situations. For those who are wondering, you do not need a 4K screen to watch your 4K footage files. Yes, a 4K screen will deliver a true 4K viewing experience, but dashcam is all about recording. So even with a regular HD screen, 4K will allow you to zoom into the picture to get a crystal clear account of the smaller details you could have missed otherwise. Loop recording in drive mode, and just like the A129 Duo or the A119 V3, you can set it to 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. In terms of parking surveillance, you get the complete package. With buffered parking recording, the A129 Pro will automatically save the pre-incident footage to give you a more comprehensive view of the incident. But like all the other dash cams on the market, you will need a hardwire kit if you want to use parking mode. For the A129 Pro, we recommend the VIOFO 3-wire ACC hardwiring kit, which is available on our website. With the external GPS module, you can record your speed and route data in your video files. The external GPS will also synchronize the A129 Pro's clock with GPS time so that your video files are correctly time-stamped.
Just like the A129, the A129 Pro is a dual-band Wi-Fi dashcam, and with a 5 GHz frequency, you get faster data rates at a shorter distance, making it perfect if you need to download multiple footage files when you're home. The A129 Pro's transfer rates were about 8 to 10 megabytes per second, while the A129 often manages only 1 to 2 megabytes per second, depending on the device it's talking to. To connect your phone to the dashcam, you will need the VIOFO application, which is available for free on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. 4K dashcams are more susceptible to overheating in hot weather, especially when used for parking mode inside a roasting car in the summer. As we mentioned earlier, the A129 Pro has a built-in cooling system. The A129 Pro has an operating temperature of -10 degrees to 65 degrees Celsius, so it is built to withstand the hot summer days. And like other premium dashcams on the market, the A129 Pro uses supercapacitors instead of lithium batteries. Unlike batteries, supercapacitors won't expand or explode under high heat, making the A129 Pro a reliable dashcam under high heat. For premium brand 4K dashcams, the A129 Pro comes with super night vision and wide dynamic range to ensure crystal clear recording in all sorts of lighting situations.
The A129 Pro does come with some great features that the U1000 lacks, features that may make or break the deal for some consumers. The first one is the 2-inch high-resolution screen. While you can use the free mobile app to connect to the dashcam and manage your footage files, many people still prefer using the built-in screen for more convenient operation and instant access to videos. A dual-band Wi-Fi capability allows for signal transmissions on either one of the two standard frequency ranges, 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz. This additional 5 GHz frequency range prevents wireless interference and increases the A129 Pro's overall Wi-Fi connectivity and speed.
It is evident that VIOFO has put a lot of research and work on the A129 Pro. The A129 Pro is definitely a welcomed upgrade for the A129 and the A119 V3. Until next time, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos and sign up for our monthly newsletters to be the first to know about new products and exclusive promotions.